In the last video, we looked at rational expressions and what a rational expression was. In this video, we're going to look at multiplying and dividing rational expressions. There are two real steps involved in multiplying and dividing. The first step is you factor the numerator and denominators completely, if possible. And the second step is you're going to cancel out the common terms and then multiply the rest. Let's take a few examples. Here we want to multiply 25x squared divided by 2 times 1 over y cubed. We see that in our expressions, both of them, there's nothing really that we can factor. We can't simplify those any further, so we multiply. When you multiply any kind of fraction or rational expression, you also always multiply the tops and the bottoms together. So if we multiply 25x squared times 1, we get 25x squared. And the bottom, if we multiply 2 times y cubed, we get 2y cubed. And so that would be the solution. That would be the product of these two terms here. Let's take another example. Here we're asked to multiply negative 7x squared divided by 5y times 3y to the fifth over 14x squared. There's several ways to approach this product. I'm seeing common terms, both top and bottom. Now we can multiply first and then cancel out the common terms, or we can cancel them out first. In this particular example, let's just multiply. If we multiply out everything, we'll get negative 7 times 3 is negative 21, and then x squared times y to the fifth, divided by, if we multiply the bottom, we'll get 5 times 14 is 70, and then y times x squared, or x squared times y. So now we have the product here, but we can see that this actually can be simplified further. If we look at, for example, 21 and 70, 7 goes into both of those. So 7 will go into 21 3 times, and 7 goes into 70 10 times. So there's one simplification. In addition, we have x squared divided by x squared. Well, x squared and x squared are common terms. They'll cancel out. In other words, x squared divided by x squared is 1. And here we have y to the fifth over y. Using the rules of exponents, we can subtract exponents. So this is fifth power minus, on this y is a 1 power. 5 minus 1 is 4. In other words, this will cancel with this one to make this y to the fourth. And what are we left with? Well, we'll have a negative 3 over 10. We won't have any x's because they would have cancelled out. And we have a y to the fourth on top. So negative 3 y to the fourth over 10. Now sometimes you have to do a little bit more factoring ahead of time before you multiply, as the first step said. So here we have we want to multiply these two terms, these two expressions, x squared plus x divided by 3x times 6 divided by 5x plus 5. So I look at this and I say, well, maybe I can factor things out of the top and out of the bottom. For example, x squared plus x, we can factor out an x out of there, and on the bottom, 5x plus 5, I can factor out 5 out of this expression. So if we do that, we get x times x plus 1 divided by 3x, and 6 divided by 5 times x plus 1. Now we can cancel common terms, or we could multiply through. If we multiply through, we multiply the tops and the bottoms. So what we end up with is 6x, because x times 6, times x plus 1, divided by, we'll have 3x times 5. That will give me the 15x times x plus 1 from here. So now we can cancel our like terms. What are our like terms? Well, x divided by x, that's 1. X plus 1 divided by x plus 1, that's 1. And we will see that 6 and 15 also have common factors. So in other words, if I rewrite this as 6 over 15, because each of these terms have cancelled to give me 1, that can further be reduced to, well, 3 can go into 6 2 times, and 3 can go into 15 5 times. And so my final solution is 2/5. So when I multiply these two expressions here, I end up with just 2/5.